Our next guest is a good friend of the show from Eagle Imports. It's Michael Sedini.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Man, doing good. Hey, I have that shirt.
There you go. So you went and got it. Good.
Yep, when it got it from the mail.
How are things, man? Good?
Yeah, things are good, man. Things are good. They're moving lightning fast as usual. I'm trying to keep my social life in order, even though it's self-destructing as we talk. But no, other than that, everything's awesome.
Great. Well, I just got back from IWA. That was an awesome experience.
Let's dive right into IWA. Let's do that.
And ask away.
All right. So IWA is basically the European version of SHOT Show.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
So
it's huge.
Yeah.
You know?
Better than SHOT Show?
It's so much different. Just for example, okay, SHOT Show for me is having a booth where I showcase all of the guns that I import. When I'm there, I had a booth, but I was bringing Avidity Arms. Me and Rob Pincus had a booth.
Gotcha.
There at IWA. So it's different for us because we're going out and looking for people that, you know, we could sell the gun to all over the world, as opposed to where it's coming into the United States for me.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's interesting because I go to people's booths and people want me to represent their products in the United States. And everywhere I go, I'm getting handed whiskey, or I'm coming out of these meetings like wobbly. So it's a different atmosphere because SHOT Show is very kind of proper. This one's a little bit more like
laid back,
a party.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you would think otherwise, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. My idea and concept of the show, I've never been to it.
Right.
This is honestly the most attention I've ever paid to it. And I just assume that it's just like this very kind of stoic and prim and proper, overly elegant show where like two people are in because nobody can have guns anywhere outside of America, because I have that kind of closed mindset when it comes to firearm ownership across the world.
Well, you would think that because that's what we're led to believe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's based off of like England and their gun laws there, but it's really not. It's crazy. Like there's so many companies out there that have exotic firearms that you can't get in the United States. So you go there and it's kind of like, I don't want to say like Lord of War when he goes into this warehouse and there's a tank and women, but like, I will say this, like it's very European over there. They don't have the boundaries that we do, and they're not uptight about like the pretty models that are half naked.
So like they have
feel.
all the Instagram thoughts in IWA.
Yes, all the Instagram thoughts. As a matter of fact, I wish I had my camera ready right here, but I was walking past a couple booths and I'm like, what? Who's the marketing guy at this company? And I'm like looking at the picture and I'm going, I bet you that girl's working off her passport. Because it was like, you have a girl topless with a machine gun.
I'm sorry. Did you say she was topless?
Yes. Like literally topless with holding the gun, and that's a booth picture, like a booth picture. So, you know, my first thought is human trafficking 101, but that's normal there, you know, whereas in the United States, that would have just caused a lot of heart attacks. And I was making fun of it, and my friend's like, it worked. You're staring at the booth, and you're talking about them. I'm like, damn, marketing. So,
I'm officially speechless.
Yeah, well, you got to go to IWA next year.
Look, disclaimer, I'm not going to go to IWA because of the Instagram gun thoughts.
Absolutely not. That's not why we go.
I'm going to go to look at the firearms.
No, but it is, to be serious, it's like, I think it's loose there.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. A lot of these foreign companies, because there are such restrictive laws, but you get to learn about their laws, and a lot of them, they envy us. So I think they're friendlier to Americans there when it comes to like, you know, they're just, that's what we talk about.
That's the irony behind this whole thing. It's like, in one breath, we're incredibly liberal when it comes to firearm ownership. However, when it comes to the presentation of it, they're incredibly liberal about firearm presentation, yet they're incredibly conservative, comparatively speaking, to in terms of firearm ownership.
Right.
And that's just fascinating to me. It's just funny how that all works. You know, they're envious of us because of our ability to own the firearms as freely as we do. I'm not going to say we're envious of their ability to be more liberal in their presentation, but nonetheless, I'm pretty sure there are some people who would rather enjoy that. One of those people being Michael, and so
I had no problem with it. I was into it. I totally got it. I was like, wow, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I did hear about days. I did before I even got into this gun thing. I remember I did hear about the days of yesterday where SHOT Show kind of had the same kind of vibe a little bit. When it came to like the booth babes and things of that nature, they were a little bit more risque in that sense. I was never around to see any of it, but I think from what I've heard, it's progressively gotten more conservative in that regard.
I think so, and I will say this: like, you know, you go to people's booths in SHOT Show, and you kind of walk in there, you're talking to people, you're learning about the product. At IWA, they're like, sit down, have a whiskey, have a drink. I mean, it's seriously. And they're like, here's a plate of assorted cheese, and we have meats from here, and turkey. And, you know, you're just literally like, okay, I'll have one. So it's fun. It's definitely a different atmosphere. It's really spread out. It's all one floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's the convention center is in Nuremberg, and basically, you know, that city has an insane history anyways.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You know, but it's all one floor, and it's spread out over all these halls, and you just go from hall to hall, and there's all these people selling sausages, and it's cute. It's very European, man. That's my thing, right? I mean, I'm an international gun guy. So.
But also I'm assuming I mean, like you said, you get to see a lot of different guns out there at IWA than you would at SHOT Show. Am I correct? Would you say there are more guns at IWA, or are there more guns at SHOT Show from your experience?
I feel like there's more guns at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like at IWA, they're spread out over the whole course of the whole, like the grounds, right?
Okay.
Whereas at SHOT Show, they kind of section all the gun people together. So it feels like you're more in like gun heaven, right?
Gotcha,
like you're walking around. It's just like Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Glock.
Yeah.
Whereas there, it's spread out. So there could be a person that's in one hall, and if you want to go see another gun company, you got to walk all the way. It may be a 10, 15-minute walk.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's not necessarily thrown together in a pattern.
We're American, though. We don't like walking to places unless you're from New York, and you know you're not allowed to own guns in New York.
Yeah, absolutely. New Jersey, Washington D.C.
Right.
No, it is an interesting show, though. If you ever get an opportunity to go there, because what's cool about it is all the industry folks that that go over there. SHOT Show has a booth over there, like they have a booth.
Gotcha. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I did see an uptick when I was doing like booth appearances and people coming up to me of a lot of people from overseas. Who speak on the honestly, a lot of people from Italy, ironically enough.
You'll get everything over there too, like knife makers, really cool knife makers, and all kinds of things. Not just firearm stuff, but it is it's a totally different atmosphere. You get and the partying in the city of Nuremberg with all the. Because we all basically everyone stays in the old city, which is a city right next to a castle, and it's fun times. Gotcha. So you don't sleep for a week and a half. You know, you get up to the show. It's the same old thing.
Which one's more of a beating, that or Vegas?
Well, Vegas is a beating for me because it's my hometown.
Gotcha.
You know, and so every time people come into the show, they're like, "I want to get hooked up here, and I want to go to this club," and I'm like, "I gotta work." So it's a little bit more relaxed for me. I like IWA.
Gotcha. Yeah, but Vegas.
I only got to watch SHOT Show to go back to Orlando or Atlanta. You know, so I don't know, but it's something to see. If you've never seen it, you got to check it out. Yeah. It really is something interesting.
Now, innovatively speaking, do you tend to see more innovation at IWA versus SHOT?
Ooh, God, it's a good question. I mean, I've been to so many shows. I go to both shows every year, right? So now it's become like a blur a little bit, but I would say SHOT. I would say SHOT does a better job of advertising the stuff. You know, you kind of hear about it beforehand and go. I mean, SHOT Show definitely is its own beast. Yeah. But you know, like I said, it's just it feels different, and it's spread out all on one floor, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. So you'll be walking and you're like, oh, there's a booth for dog collars. This is a company from Japan. You know, okay. You're like, that's fascinating. And what's crazy is the other thing is like people walk their dog. They bring their dogs in, and you get these like beautiful like hunting dogs.
Yeah.
There's dogs everywhere.
Really?
So but I would say SHOT Show still is like for information purposes in the show of it. The booths are much bigger. There's way more money in the booths there.
Wait, at SHOT or at IWA?
At SHOT.
At SHOT. Okay.
Yeah, IWA's just a little bit more relaxed. But then again, that leads to that more relaxed atmosphere, right? Like having whiskeys with a company from Turkey while you're talking about revolvers, or going to the Grant Power booth where it's like, they're giving you plum brandy and, but you get to see a lot of cool stuff. I mean, definitely get to see it.
I'm not against brandy. I'm not against my whiskeys. I mean, granted, I get drunk out really easily. So the last thing I needed to do doing is shaking hands while I'm kind of, saucy.
A little sauced.
A little saucy.
I love your gun, man. Yeah, it's no, but check it out. See, there's another thing you can talk to the NRA. Be like, we have to go over there. I spearheads that project.
Hey,
do live shows from there. You can do live shows from people's booths.
Hey, I mean,
4 a.m.
I'm not against it. I'm not against
it. I got all kinds of ideas for you, man. Just bring me on. No, but we were over there, and it was fascinating because like I said, it's the first time I'm going after like people that I could sell guns to. So I'm talking to people from South Africa. I'm talking to people from the Middle East, and I'm vetting. I'm trying to look for the best guy to handle the Avidity firearm, the PD-10 accounts. Yeah. And it's kind of cool because you learn about how the laws work. And, Europe is so small, and you just go over one border and it's a completely different culture and language, and they have a completely different set of rules. It's pretty wild. It's
kind of mind numbing actually when you think about it.
Yeah. And, I know you were talking to Rob. I think Rob was on 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And, or whatever. Or yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Rob was on yesterday. And you guys were talking, he was talking about like not knowing that concealed carry is legal in Italy.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to do that. Who knew?
Yeah. I thought that just ate pizza all day. I didn't really. Now, that was incredibly stereotypical.
Hey, man.
I'll be getting a phone call.
Pizza all day.
But no, actually, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, let's talk some of your guns.
Okay, for once.
Blame me.